Lucy, aka JB Fun Vlog here again, and this was supposed to be, this was going to be the review for the first 3 songs off of Lines, Vines, and Trying Times, but that's gonna have to wait because otherwise I think this entry will be a little bit too long for what I prefer. I like to keep my entries within a certain time frame, and again, so it will run because I want to say a lot about songs, so I wanted to actually correct or elaborate on some of the things I said in my first 2 entries. First off, my introduction, I said that I would be making a lot of entries like within the next few weeks, and actually I will probably be done with the major on, like, one entry a day, in a row, kind of as it were, in a kind of a thing within like the next week, couple of weeks maybe, because I'm just really trying to have a lot, like, again, the review of all the songs on the album and everything. It's been out for the album. Lines, Vines, and Trying Times has been out for almost a week now, so I really need to get on the ball. I mean, I've gotten on the ball, but the thing is, I'm trying to get all that done, as quickly as I can, because before it's too much like, okay, the album's been out, like, what's the point of making reviews and stuff if the album's been out for like a really long time, and I don't want to be like, okay, it's been out for like 2 weeks now, I mean, I guess there's nothing wrong with that, but I prefer to, have it done when it's all, I guess still, the newness is still fresh, if you will, and everything, and so after that I probably will lessen my entries. I mean, they'll probably get to be more, spanned out as far as, like, every once a week, something like that, I'm not sure exactly, but in any case, whenever I just need to kind of address, which will probably not be, or feel like I need to, which wouldn't be like every day, most likely. So in any case, that's what's going on as far as that. But next thing, as far as what I said about Larry King's response to the whole thing with Nick's freckles and everything, I'm sure that everyone understands this, but I feel like I need to kind of say more. I wasn't trying to say, when I said, oh, Nick's not the sort of person to get plastic surgery, I didn't mean like, oh, well, he has flaws, but he still wouldn't get, Nick, what I mean is, his freckles are not flaws, and I'm sure that people realize that's what I meant, and that I did not mean that I think he's flawed, but, I'm the sort of person who likes to kind of, like, make things very clear. So, his freckles are part of what makes him a wonderful, beautiful, unique person, and obviously his personality is the main thing. I mean, that's, but still, you know what I mean. And I mean, even, as far as people just, I just think that people have this, there's this whole kind of, I guess, media idea of what people are how people are supposed to be, how they're supposed to look or whatever, and anytime someone somehow is not, swerves from that quote-unquote ideal, people are like, oh, they should change themselves, and I think that's so sad, because it's our differences, all of, being, I mean, obviously, like, similarities as far as, like, common ground and stuff like that are, it's all great, it's all wonderful, and, there's, like, but the thing is, nobody's truly the same, and nobody sees things or does things in exactly the same way. No one looks exactly the same way. I mean, not even like twins always look exactly, you know, people may think at first glance that they are exactly the same, but their mannerisms will be different. They'll be, you know, just everything, you will, you know, you will just totally, like, we're different. People are different, you know, even when they're the same, you know, so, but, and that's, I guess, what makes the world go round is all our, you know, that uniqueness and qualities of what make us, you know, the various people that we are. And if we were all truly the same, that would just be incredibly boring to me. And I think again, it's sad that there's people, that so many people have this idea that people should change, should make themselves or be the same as this, you know, quote unquote ideal standard of you know, perfection, again, quote unquote. So anyways, that's just, yeah, that's obviously kind of an issue for me. And I mean, you know, think about it, you know, I mean, it goes back, like, perfect example of what I'm talking about, you know, Jonas Brothers, you know, they have a lot, I mean, obviously I was talking about Nick in the first place, but they're all, you know, they have a lot of things in common, yes, you know, and all the things that they have in common are good things, and it's not, you know, carbon copy boringness or whatever, as far as like things they have as far as interests, or, you know, they obviously have similar, you know, you can tell they're related and stuff, they're similar, all their eyes are different, but then somehow, like, very, I mean, they all have the very similar looking eyes, for example, but then they all have their own kind of way about the way those eyes kind of look on them. That's just one example. But then, you know, they don't all act the same, they don't all look the same, you know, like, and they don't even, you know, just the same or anything. And again, even though they have like a lot of common things, a lot of common ground, if you will, and a lot of things that are very similar and in a good way, they also, you know, have their individual, you know, ways about them, individualities, as it were. Yes, and that obviously is all very good, and, you know, is a perfect example of what about what I'm talking